Alright, Catlin here, looking at lesson 20. Problem number 1. Andre says 10x plus 6 and 5x plus 11 are equivalent because they both equal 16 when x is 1. 10 plus 6 is 16, 5 times 1 is 5. Yeah, that's true. They do both equal 16 when x is 1. Do we agree, though? Well, I mean, you could get lucky and have them both be the same thing when x is a variable. So really, a good way to prove him right or wrong is to try a different value for x other than 1. And if what he says continue to be true, then we can kind of agree with him. So let's put a 2 in x's place and see if they equal the same thing. So if I put a 2 in x's place, are they still equivalent? Well, 20 is the product here, and 20 plus 6 is 26. Is that equal to this product, which is 10 plus 11, 21? No. So we don't agree. No, because it's not true for every value of x. Just true for that particular one. Alright, so let's move along. Click on number 2. Select the expressions that can be subtracted from 9x to result in 3x plus 5. Okay, so this was essentially saying that if I take 9x and I subtract this expression, so the whole thing, will it equal 3x plus 5? Alright, so this means that we're starting with 9x and we're taking away a group of things. And so technically, in this particular one here, the minus means that the negative 5 is taken away and the 6 is taken away. So the way that this works, and we'll talk about this more in class, if you take away a whole group, that minus really affects both of the signs of the things that are inside. You could think of it as adding this entire group's opposite. Well, if you make the entire group its opposite, this would become a positive 5, and this would become a negative 6. And when you do that, and you combine the terms that are like here, which are 9x and 6x, you get 3x, and then a 5 left over. So I do like part A. Alright, and then for part B, if you do the same thing, and you start with 9x, and you take away the group, okay, and you add the opposite as such, this one's not going to work because the 6x is going to make it bigger. So we don't want 9x and 6x would be 15x. It's not what we want. The next one, you have 9x. We're going to take away the group, 6x plus 5. This one's looking good for the x's because when you add the opposite, hey, we're going to get 3x. But if you make the 5 its opposite, it's not going to be positive 5 like we want. So that one doesn't work. Alright, let's look at another one. 9x, we're going to take away the group this time of 6x minus 5. When you add the opposite, this becomes negative, and this becomes positive. And when you combine your x's, 9x and negative 6x do make 3x like we want, and the 5 is positive. So this one actually gives us what we want it to be. And let's check that last one. 9x, take away the group of negative 6x plus 5. I'm already leaning toward no, because what happens when I take away a negative 6x? It's like adding 6x, which wouldn't make 3. So we don't even have to check what the 5 is going to be. That one doesn't work. So just A and D in this particular problem. And that's problems number 1 and 2 on lesson 20.